Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another podcast. Building confidence is easy. Seriously. Because I know it's cliche for a lot of men considered seduction gurus, dating coaches, whatever, relationship advisors to say, have confidence. And a lot of guys saying, I don't have confidence, I don't have confidence. You know what? You got to build it. Nobody is born with confidence. Let's just be clear. I don't care who they are. Maybe at best, maybe they started real early to build confidence in a certain area because they got into it, but they still had to build it. And the only way to get confidence is to go out and do it. Like, let's be real. In this particular on this channel, the main thing is man gets woman, right? And women definitely like a confident man, but for most men, I've talked to a lot of players. In fact, to the point, I'm thinking about just writing a book on players because there's really nothing out there or just on players. It's telling you how to be a player, but most of those books are whack. But they didn't start out with the confidence. In fact, a whole lot of them started out, they got dogged by a woman. They got kicked to the curb. They had to develop it. So how do you develop it? Same way you develop your mouthpiece. Same way you build your body. Same way you do anything. You got to work on it. You got to work on it every day. You know what? I've said I've worked retail before. I worked as a merchandiser, right? When I first started, shoot. I was putting stuff together because if you understand merchandising, that's basically putting out stuff in a certain way, especially if you're in like a clothing store or something, making it look nice, making it pop and everything, right? When I first started, it was just a supplemental job to keep money flowing while I was still doing the business, to keep a steady money flowing. And trust me, when I first started, it was whack. Had a manager let me know that to my face. She's like, you don't know what you're doing. I was like, you're right. I ain't go to school for this. But then the same one had to give me praise because all I did was just kept doing it. To the point, you give me a floor, give me some clothes, I'll make that thing pop look professional. In fact, to the point I could have, if I wanted to, I could have just been doing that. Right? But I built the confidence in there. And it's something there. Even to this day, I could do. I even thought about creating a business, like merchandising for small stores or something, right? But I just built it up. That was for some other stuff, right? That was on here. That was doing this, doing podcasts and stuff. When I first started, and I wasn't sure what I was doing. I spoke in front of other people, but if y'all go back to my very earliest podcast or like videos, whatever, it don't match what I do now. In fact, I was looking at them. I was like, man, I'm just on there all dry and everything. It wasn't Uncle Rom. I was just sitting up there and just talking about something in general, But I just did it. I just kept doing it. That's everything. Now, if you talk about confidence with women, like a big thing is guys just talking with women, right? And what I say, everyday practice about the mouthpiece, right? Shoot, you just talk to them every day. Or let's say I talked about sexual confidence, right? And I had somebody comment on there, well, how are they going to get that? The only way they're going to get it is you got to get some women. Now, that's a little bit tougher to get the sex. That really is a little bit tougher. But if you learn enough, if you work on the things you gotta work on your body, right? That's part of your bait. Work on your style. That's your bait. Work on practice on talking to them. That's your bait, right? Well, that's your hook. The talking is the hook. And then get good enough to at least get that one woman, right? And you know what? I'm just gonna be real with you. Sex might not be all that great. Sex might not be all that great for her, but depending on the woman who she is, she might be cool with you, work with you, have some patience. But every time you have sex, work on being better with it. in general, focus on making sure she's enjoying it. Not you. Too many guys just want to get theirs, but old player thing. Players say make her come first. That's a player thing because they know once she say ooh. Eddie Murphy talked about that. He talked about that in his legendary Raw film. He said once you make her say ooh, shit, she'll do whatever for you. You got total control there. But the only way to do it is to practice, practice, practice. Take your time. Just take your time. Take your time with the woman. And so that's anything. So that's how you develop that. Because then the next woman you come to, you already had that skill you developed with the first one. And then the woman after the next one, you got the skill you developed with the first two, and so on and so on. So if you one of those dudes who got some real game and can get over, like, they said only, I think I saw something, they said only 25% of men have sex with more than 20 women. 25%. So it's like, shit. By the time you get to, if you one of those guys, by the time you get to number 21, you should be having a holler. You should have her hollering because you should have total confidence. Because that's how you build confidence. It's like, I don't care what it is. It could be in driving a car. Shoot. It could be driving a car. I remember when I first started driving, it was a couple near accidents. When I first started driving, I remember I was driving someplace. I turned a corner too quick. It was a little icy out. I spent totally around. The car spent totally around. Now it's been the last time I've been in an accident. It was the other truck running into. It was a truck ran into me. I haven't had anything, but that's just confidence. Like even little things. Like you could be a cook or something. You might put together something that's whack at first, but you just stay with it. That's how you build it. You just got to stay with it, whatever it is. And it's even bigger than women. Yeah, I know this Man Get Women channel, but just in life, period. Like I know the things I can do just in life. If you know you good, you got skill in a certain area, like skill, you confident in everything, that makes a lot. Like you going for a job and it's dealing with something, but you got that skill, you confident. It's gonna come across in the interview. You more likely to get that job. Because somebody interviewing you, they want somebody they think can do the job. So I mean, it's like you just build it, whatever. And build that in every area too. Don't just what, last week I talked about being multifaceted, right? Build that in every area. Every area you can get good at, work at it. And that's how it starts. Yeah, the first time you do something, it might just be totally whack. In fact, it's very rare. I like I know with myself, it's never good when I start off doing something. I remember when first time I worked in a gym, working the front desk. I ain't never did that before. Working the front desk, working in the gym, answering the phones. I ain't never did that before. So I was just taking my time. In a couple of weeks, it was so second nature. Boom. And I eventually at that particular gym actually moved up to a sales manager. And that was how confident I was. But I built it. Right? So it's easy. It really is. It's not hard to build confidence. You just do it, and every single time think about how can I make this better, right? Get used to it to the point it's like second nature to you. And like I said, I started saying, people thinking, well, how can I be confident? Well, just talk to them and stuff. But then it's just confidence in life, period. Especially during these times. Jobs are going to be tough to get during these times. Or if you want to start a business, well, it's always tough starting a business. You just got to be confident in what you're doing. And you just got to build it every single day. And it's easy to work on something every day. That's the real easiness. It's easy to work on something every single day. So that's all I got. I'll get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.